Good morning, YouTube. It is I, Danielle, better known as Danielle, a Happy Medium, and welcome back to our channel. Welcome to all you return subscribers, and for those who are the new subscriber, welcome, and I hope you will enjoy the channel. Give this video a like, a share. Let's have your comments in the box if you feel you'd like to. Keep it clean, as you know here on the channel. But in today's topic, up for discussion today, and this question's been asked of me a few times: camera roll. What is it? Why does it happen? And can I give you some hints and tips in order to sort that out there? So camera roll is an ability to see the spirit world sort of as if there were images like this. And they'll look like they're sort of on a camera. So for example, say you were doing a video, you were editing a video. So for me personally, I edit a lot of videos for YouTube. And obviously bits and pieces add on and you'll add segments to it. This is a bit. Now this can be seen like this from the spirit world in respective communications. Now I'm sorry for my back to the camera there. And lots of people have asked me what this is. So this is just another terminology for saying the spirit world. People think this is wrong. It's not, it's just your way. And it's one of the things that I promote heavily here on the channel, that there is no one way of the spiritual world. And the more free thinking you are, the better it's going to be. This is how the spirit world's working with you. Now, what tends to happen is normally they'll start a particular picture here. So we'll just put a man in there as a stick man. And then the next picture will have a stick man and another stick man. And it sort of becomes like add-ons like this. So the picture gradually builds and builds and builds. Now, normally this is on a loop. It is coming from a communicator in the spirit world. And it's normally on a loop. So it'll go round like this. Now, some people say it goes too fast. So the best thing to do is say to the spirit world, look, slow down. I can't get that. I don't know what you're talking about. Hold your horses. And they'll slow that down a little bit for you. If it's not moving fast enough, so it's going slow, alternative, just tell them, pick it up a little bit. It's not coming in quick enough. Come on, chop, chop type of thing. And they will adjust and accordingly in the way in which that you want it to come through. So this one here isn't really an issue. This is fine. There's nothing wrong with it. I've trained lots of girls and gentlemen actually who see the spirit world in this capacity. And lots of people panic because they have this perception. And this is something I'm really trying to bust open in the industry. The perception that it has to be this way. That you must see the spirit world and you're allowed a colour or, you know, this, that, the t'other. Remember, mediumship is you see it the way the spirit world works with your mind, the way the spirit world feels it's most easiest to get to you. And I've talked about this before, and I'll put this video at the end. Your relationship with the spirit world, your relationship is yours. How you see the spirit world, the way in which that you interpret it, the way you use your symbols, the way you hear the spirit world, the way you learn, the way you train, is ultimately yours. Nobody will be the same as you, because your journey is your journey. It's not my journey. It's not Joe Bloggs' journey. It's not anybody's journey. It's yours. There will be people who will be very similar to you or will have similar experiences, but it will never be ultimately the same experience as yours. And you have to learn to trust that this camera roll and the way in which that you see them pictures is just fine and dandy. There's nothing wrong with that. May it change over the time? Yes, like everything with mediumship, it's constantly altering, changing, evolving. Where we sat 5 years ago, we don't sit now. Where we sat 8 months ago, we don't sit now. And we have to accept that upon the journey in which that we work. Another one that the spirit world's just flashed into my mind there is the fact that you may, I'll just use this box here, you may see this camera roll is pictures, photos. And this here is also okay. Lots of people sometimes start with a picture. So they may have been shown a picture that sits residing on a loved one's particular, drawers. And they'll draw them to either the man or the woman in the picture. And that's how you'll start to work. This also here, when you start in one particular place, this is where your story's starting. So I've talked about this a few times, and I will put a thing up on that, the story. So every spirit communicator has a story, what they feel. We're using the intelligence. So we're using the intelligence again. And the spirit world knows where they need to start within the story in order to get you up and on your feet. A best place that they know that their loved ones is going to understand them, because that's the intelligence. Another use of intelligence. You're going to be seeing a lot more of this over the next couple of months, and probably as the channel continues to move forward, dropping less and less of the opinions and more using this intelligence, because that's what it's there for. I'm not really here to really rap about my opinion. My opinion's irrelevant. What's important here is that we're using the spirit world and the intelligence that's being produced in order to get the best from our mediumship. So the intelligence is that the spirit world will know where it is they need to start. Same as the intelligence of the spirit world of the communicator knows how to penetrate your mind and use your database in order to get the best from it possible. The same with the intelligence uses the best way to know how to be able to pick man or woman from the photo using the camera roll in which that you see within your mind. Now this is obviously clairvoyant, remember. You're not gonna, clairvoyance, I should say. You know what I mean? You're not gonna get this on clairaudience, like, of course. But you know, make sure that you understand this. Sometimes the spirit world will push on a little harder because they may think you haven't quite got it. If you've already got it, then obviously just adjust that accordingly there, because everybody's sensitivity, especially on days, some sensitivity days, some days we're more attuned, other days we're not. Now I'm going to be doing a video on that sensitivity, or tuning in, really, is what I probably call it. And that's where how one day our sensitivity isn't that good, next day our sensitivity is sky high. And that's because of the instrument. That's got nothing to do with the spirit world. But in this video, excuse me, a bit of a cough there. I want to talk a little bit about camera roll. That it's perfectly fine to see the spirit world in that way. There is no issues or problems here. Try not to get too caught up in what Joe Bloggs says and what Joe Bloggs doesn't say. Learn to understand that it's the intelligence. It's the way in which the spirit world's working with you to get your communications over. And this is fine and dandy. If it's going too fast, slow it down a little. If it's going too slow, pick it up. Remember, use the intelligence, because where they start on you is where you're meant to be. Learn to understand that this camera roll may be shown as a set of pictures. So, i.e., where you may see it like as in a loop, you might just see one picture after another after another. That's, again, fine. There's nothing wrong there. It's just how the spirit world's working with you. For me, I've got online meeting. I like them, you know. So I'm all ready to go, you know, all dressed up, blazer on the lot, you know. I've got to be making a good impression. Anyway, it's been a pleasure talking to you. I'll see you all on Thursday. Thanks to everybody who's, you know, over here watching and subscribing, and, you know, every little bit helps. I'm not in a great rush to grow or to, I'm here to help those who want to listen. And I'm happy with that. I'm in a good place with that. I'm not in any competition with anyone. I'm quite happy to sit over here and do my thing for those minds who need me. So without further ado, I'll leave you with the spirit world in this one. Like, share, subscribe with your friends if you feel that they're going to enjoy it. And I'll see you all on Thursday. Bye for now.